All right, welcome back. It's been kind of a minute, been kind of busy, but that's no excuse. What is it? Patriots 16, I believe. Jaguars 32. I was gonna say, after that Texans game, Drake May looks good. That was that Drake May's first touchdown to Butte, down the right sideline on, I believe, Derek Stingley. Um, that was one of my favorite touchdowns of all time. Just because you might hear some trees blowing in the back if yeah. Um but that might have been one of my favorite touchdowns of all time. Simply because it was on the Pat Patriot. It's like a 6'5" quarterback, and it was like such a perfect pass. Other than that, obviously the signs were there. The defense was just horrible. And then the London game. That was horrific. And there's many things to get into. I'm actually optimistic. I was initially, after yesterday's embarrassment, I was initially fired John Mayo, but I'm kind of, or not fired John Mayo, but like, let's get together. But no, I'm kind of optimistic. I think you just gotta give him time. And I do think he can be successful. Yes, it's horrific, but I mean, that's kind of the price you have to pay. It's kind of a rebuilding team. It really isn't. Some of it's just coaching malpractice, but I'm pretty excited. I think people are hating a little bit too much on John Mayo, but John Mayo does some dumb, I shouldn't say dumb, some not smart decisions. Um, but yeah. So when we go up 10-0, and then the Jaguars looked asleep, and then we just fall asleep. We just crap the bed, and we have no answer. And that was honestly impressive. I think Jaguars scored like 22 or 25 straight. Like that just cannot be happening. That was just horrific if you're the Patriots. Against a winnable team, I guess Jaguars haven't been good this season, so typically they're good. They have a good roster. My problem with the defense, I don't know if we have a true safety like that Devin McCourty that can run sideline to sideline. Because that Brian Thomas catch, I don't know the coverage or whatever. If Gonzo was playing deep safety, all right, that's on him. But just doesn't seem like we have a deep safety. It seems like we have a bunch of box safeties in Marseille Mapu, Kyle Duggar, and then Jabril Peppers is to be determined. But it just doesn't seem like we have a true safety back there. Like Del Pettis obviously is not playing. You got only Jalen Hawkins, who's like the only like safety, but I mean he hasn't been playing, so maybe Jonathan Jones or Marcus Jones, but it's kind of it's a mess on the defense, and yeah, there's players playing each other. I wonder who the player they're talking about. I think it might be Josh Uche. Uche or like Jelani Tabai maybe, but Jelani Tabai seems cool. I'm not sure, but yeah, very disappointing. We have the Jets next weekend, at home. We're obviously probably going to lose. Let's be honest, but yeah, I it just seems like there's a lot. It's growing pains. I think I kind of do trust Mayo's character. Michael Lombardi, I can probably have a separate episode on him, but he's stirring the pot, and Bill Belichick is stirring the pot on the Pat McAfee thing. I still gotta get around to that, but yes. Let me write a quick note of that. Um, but yeah, horrible game. We just fell asleep, and it's not even midseason. clearly there's something in the locker room. It seems like Jerron Mayo also created that Jalen Polk mental problem. Um, yeah, I don't know. But it seems like John Mayo's holding the players accountable for what they say, and if they don't, then they face the noise, and that's kind of a good program. So ego doesn't get in the way. So yeah, disappointing loss against the Jaguars. We'll be back next week against the Jets, and then I don't know who's after that. But yeah, so thank you for listening, and more episodes will be coming out, I promise.